Let's take a look at Champions Landing Hole 7, and specifically, this is the FPO 2024 layout. This is another one that is different enough from the other layouts that I think it warrants a video. And of course, the differences, well, there are several, but the main one is the distance, but also the pin is closer to the OB line. And if you look at the top left corner of your screen, you can see there's a OB gap in the middle of the fairway that can get you into trouble if you don't realize what layout you're on. And that is my first tip on any of the champion landing holes, honestly, is before you throw that first disc, don't be in a rush. Glance up at the top left corner of your screen at that little map. Make sure you understand which layout you're playing on. And this one does have a drop zone. We'll take a quick look at it. It only applies to your tee shot. Any shot off the tee that goes OB, you hit move to lie. There's your drop zone 454 feet away. So unless you get really lucky with a throw in, this is probably not going to happen. You're looking at an instant par at least. And with these skinny fairways, could be worse. But we'll take the glide roll arrive here with this nice wind out of the left. See if we can get up here. And it's going to roll towards the OB line, but come back in. So there we got the par save at least. Now, with most winds, you can get anywhere from a decent eagle look to a really easy eagle look. And there's a couple options. I think you could use the glide skip rive, or if you have it, glide skip captain, or something that is, a little flippy and less fade. So, straighter bomber, which I always prefer on most of the champion landing holes because they're so narrow with their fairways. But here we got a little tailwind out of the right. So I'm going to go with a forehand, and I'm going to use the glide skip captain on this. We're going to slide to the right. I'm going to put the top chevron around the basket bubble. And with this one, I think I'm going to come pretty much straight back. Should skip over this little OB area and got a really decent look for eagle, 86 feet away. Now here we have a very strong headwind. So in this situation, eagle is probably not going to happen. Even if I had a really good drive, I'm probably still going to be 140, 150 feet out, probably taking birdie anyway. And I risk going into that OB area in the middle of the fairway. So here, what I would probably do is take either a musket or a sapphire, or whatever you got that's got a windbreak here is going to be particularly helpful. Come way over here to the left because I don't want to flirt with this OB area on the right. Although with this wind, I'm going to want to come over to the way left anyway. And even with that windbreak, it's still trying to flirt with that OB area. But here I got 330 away. Let's see. We'll go with the musket here, accurate windbreak. Just see if I can get close. And I did. So again, in that wind, that's going to be pretty much a birdie play. All right, here we got a 2 headwind, so not as bad. So uh, again, I think if you got a glide skip drive and you like using that, you could try to shoot this gap here. Not a huge fan of that, but it's an option. The problem is, you got to avoid hitting one of these 2 trees, but also using the bottom chevron here. There's this tree right there, and that's in the OB. And it's just a single tree, of course, but it's amazing how many times your disc will find it. But let's see if we can get the glide skip rive over there to the fairway in this wind. And now we just got to miss this tree. And again, you can see how close I came. Actually, I hit it. It's just amazing, statistically speaking. But I did get safely on the fairway, 127 feet. I could run this, but just know that running it, if you like skip off the bottom tray, that OB line is close. You're probably going to find OB. So uh, up to you as to whether you want to risk that or not. Nice tailwind. So here we're going to take the glide skip captain on a forehand. I'm going to slide to the right again. Top chevron on the bubble, and we're going to come straight back. And as long as I miss these two trees here, this should be very nice. Actually going past the basket, but 60 feet to the eagle. So 3 and 4 tailwinds are your friend on this hole. This is kind of a neutral wind, I would say. I would probably do a forehand just to be safe. Again, I like the glide skip captain here. See if we can get out here to the left a little bit so I don't flirt with that OB line. And just to skate past the OB area, 111 feet. See if we can get, this is a 2 headwind. We could probably work with this. The glide skip captain can also be used on the backhand, same setup. Just got to give it a bit of hyzer to keep it to the left here. Probably something like this. And as long as I miss that one single tree, that's going to be pretty nice too, I think. If I can get out of the way of this one tree, and I can, 82 feet to the eagle. So those are some options for Champions Landing Hole 7. I think one of the big things is awareness that you are, in fact, on the FPO layout. So once again, always glance up, make it a habit, glance up to that upper left-hand corner of your screen, make sure you know what layout you're playing on. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. And as always, we'll see you around the valley.